here's an update. I haven't posted a lot or anything for a while. Since fixing the tombstones, we have been busy building. And so you're probably wondering what the heck this is. So we've decided with our R.L. Stine Goosebumps theme that we're going to make these gigantic Goosebumps books. And so I've got 4 in mind. Here's the first one. And you can see the painting has just started. And so they're going to be like three-dimensional books, and in some way the main villain or monster is going to be animated in the scene. So in this case, Slappy the dummy is going to be popping out of the book. I'm going to do a werewolf one where I'm going to have werewolves on the ground kind of coming out of the scene. There's going to be a mummy one where I'm going to do a mummy probably turning, so it's going to be an open book, and then he's going to be kind of like reaching around or coming out the insides of the pages. And then the last one is the praying mantis. And so I've already started, here let me show you, don't mind the mess. Here's the praying mantis, and so I have him partially cut out of foam, and I clayed his face up, and so he's going to be reaching over the top of the book with his big legs. And I've got the rest of the foam over here to cut the rest of his legs out, so he's going to be propped up behind it. So that's the idea. We're going to have staged books kind of in the front of the house, in front of the garage, and then we'll have the big cemetery scene on the other side. And that's kind of what I'm going for. Because of COVID, we might have to be reduced to just a display. Here in California, we have some of the strictest social distancing, or we're going to be doing a short snake through the graveyard. So not through the garage, not through the side of the house, just through the graveyard so people can see. And then these books are going to be there with the creatures and the monsters, and then I think I'm going to do a projection of the movie Goosebumps. I think I've never done that before. A lot of my neighbors do that, and you know, I'm not a big fan, but I think it'll work for this because it's just going to be more of a display. People can stop and look at it. So I think that's going to be it for this year, but I'm going to beef up the cemetery quite a bit. I already talked about my tombstone. These are the last of the set that I have to fix. They're drying, and I'm going to paint them up tomorrow. And then I have another project. Oh, so here's the ones that are finished that you see in my last video. So I have 19 total that they're all done. They're all thick with the PVC pipe down the middle so they can be propped up easily. So those are done, but I have a new thing over here. And so this is my little mausoleum. I've always wanted to do one. I did one years ago, but unfortunately it didn't last very long. It was cardboard mostly, and it just kind of disintegrated. So I am redoing it. It's going to have a nice frame around the bottom. There's going to be some columns in the front. This is the front I have to cut out. And then I'll do a roof with a diamond shape on the top, so typical mausoleum looking. Kind of Haunted Mansion looking is what I'm going for. The last scene in the graveyard where you see those mausoleums. You know, the one with the arm in and a couple others. That's kind of what I'm going for. I didn't want to make it this small, but this actually is perfect. So I'm going to finish this and work on it, and I'll give you guys an update on that. And so we're going to beef up the cemetery and make it really interesting from afar if we're reduced to a display. So that's what I've got going on, guys. I hope everyone is good, safe, healthy. Building time is definitely in. My gosh, we only have, well, barely 3 months left. So it is time. It's time to get together to get this built and then be ready for Halloween coming up. They already have costumes for sale in Costco, and that's usually a sign that it's getting down to the wire. So anyway, I will see and hear and talk to you guys real soon. Happy hunting!